Assalamu alaikum everybody. This is Muhammad Aftabul Haq, student ID 171351989, and today we'll talk about data flow diagram. So first of all, let's talk about this topic. Today's topic covers what is DFD and why we use DFD. DFD is mostly like a flowchart, but it is not a flowchart. Why it is not, we'll talk about that. The symbols we use in a DFD, and we'll finish with an example. What is DFD? DFD is abbreviation of data flow diagram. It is a graphical representation of flow of data through an information system, modeling its process aspects. It just to show the overall overview of the whole system, how the system is working, and to see the visual representation. Why we use DFD? The same thing is here. Why we used it? We primarily step to create an overview of the system without going into great detail, which can later be elaborated. Just simply the works, how the functional requirements working, how the system is flowing from one step to another step. The DFD shows it, and it also includes database, where the data is coming from and where the data is going. DFD also shows that, but not in detail. Why it is different from flowchart? A flowchart mainly shows the details, the process to flow. A DFD details the flow of data through a system. The data, how data is flowing, the DFD says it. But the flowchart details the process, how the process is following, one step after another step, where the step is going. And in flowchart, the step matters. If you put one step above another, the algorithm or the process is chaos. So in flowchart, we need to follow the step, the algorithms. But in DFD, it's not like that. It's the overview of your whole system. In a flowchart, the arrows represent transfer of control, not data, between elements, and the elements are instructions or decisions. In flowchart, the arrow represents transfer of control of data. Transfer of control here it means the system controlling, not the data. Where the data is going from one place to another place, not like that. How the system is one step, I am login option and then I am going to my home page, something like that. Not if I put my data in the registered page and it will save in database, not data. The DFD will show it the database where the data is flowing, not the flowchart. In third point, it says in a DFD the arrows are usually data transfer between the elements which are themselves part of system. Arrows are actually data transfer between the elements. And the fourth point, it says the DFD shows what kind of information will be input and to output from the system, how the data will advance through the system and where the data will be stored. In DFD, the user must give some input if it is necessary. The processor or the system will process it and will give an output, and DFD will show it. Not the flowchart, but the flowchart will show how the steps are going from first registration, then login, then home page. The algorithm will show the flowchart will show the algorithm, but the DFD will show the process, how the process is going. The symbols we used for the DFD. This round thing is for processes, is for, and this one is for entities, and this one is for process, this one is for data store, and this one shows where the data is flowing from where. Let's talk about an example. Here the customer is our entity, he is our user, and the ship good, process order, and issue receipt. These are my processes. First, the customer provides or gives input about order information. Here he is providing some data to the process. And DFD is showing it where the data is going from here to there, but the flow, not in case of flowchart. Flowchart will not show the transferring or the traveling of data. Then the process, order, and these data and informations will be saved in this database. These boxes here, it represents database. So, or you can see it's a not a very complexes of systems, but quite a simple one to understand. Thank you all for being with me. Assalamu alaikum.